Let me start with a disclaimer. Everything I'm about to say has nothing to do with the off-court relationship between Paige Beckers and Azzi Fudd. It does not weigh into my discussion really or my analysis. And it's a fairly unique thing in the WNBA to have covered that dynamic when it comes to player team ups or partnerships, if you will. This is about just pure fit and talent. The Dallas Wings would be dumb to not take Azzi Fudd. They'd be dumb for a myriad of reasons. Number one is she can hoop, she can play, and she's got the translatable skill of all translatable skills. She can shoot. So her floor is super high. Azzi Fudd's floor is like elite complementary player. Her ceiling is higher because she can also put the ball on the floor. She's just now been healthy for the first time. She was a former number one recruit, and she's showing what she can do for UConn right now. Not to mention she's marketable, and that does factor into sports. She's the biggest star going into the draft. So when you have a player who plays an exciting brand of basketball, a more modern style of basketball, can play, fits with your best player or your future, building block, fits with anybody, and will help fill the building, it's a dud decision. And that's the way I kind of look at it. Look, I'm sure the Wings will consider other players as you always have to consider other players. And I understand our fam, the 19-year-old, I believe, from Spain is climbing up draft boards, and Lauren Betts has been talked about a lot. I still think there's a lot of old school thinking in a sense when it comes to the WNBA and big, heavy picks. I just think it would be a really big miss for Dallas not to take Azzi Fudd. I mean, you watch what Azzi's able to do out there on the court too. I mean, this is that skill I'm talking about, just the catch and shoot ability. Look, right there, no hesitation, splash, right? Then a couple plays later, she's got the ball coming up the floor. And, well, that's just a routine putback. But there's a hesitation move coming up here. Yeah, right here. And you got Azzi like that. Whoop. And gone. I mean, not blazing speed, but enough strength, coordination, mobility. She can also get to the little pull-ups in the jump shots. It's also something she has in her bag, off the handle, into the mid-range, pull-up. So these are the things that Azzi Fudd is capable of doing, and her jump shot is pure. It is pure. And, there's the other aspect of it that I jokingly sort of mentioned off the top, but it don't hurt. I'll say that as much. And the Dallas Wings, I mean, I think there's no chance of a swing and a miss with Azzi Fudd barring injury. Here's what Rebecca Lobo had to say on the ESPN broadcast, and obviously really respect Rebecca's analysis of situations. A little bit of UConn bias, perhaps. Kind of kidding, but everybody always offers those sorts of insights when they're talking about their past teams.
Who is the best fit for Dallas to select number one?
Well, first of all, I think the entire state of Connecticut and any UConn Husky fans across the country are thrilled with the notion that Azzi Fudd could potentially rejoin with Paige Beckers down in Dallas, and I do think she would be a phenomenal fit there, just because we saw how good those two worked together on the court over the past couple of years. But to me, Azzi Fudd, because of her ability to score and the way she can shoot, it's a Dallas team that was second to last a season ago in terms of three-point field goal percentage. Right away, you can bring an efficient scorer in, and we already know that those two, Paige Beckers and Azzi Fudd, have an incredible connection.
Incredible connection. But again, it is a basketball related connection as well. They have played together. There is a familiarity there. Azzi doesn't need to dominate the ball. Those two in tandem, they really match each other skill set wise. Paige is very, Paige is better on the ball, obviously, and creating situations to leverage the defense and get the defense overcommitted, spraying it out, that kind of thing, getting to her own pull up. And we know Paige really likes the mid-range game. But Azzi is a, more pure catch and shooter, a more dangerous 3-point shooter than almost anybody, and can also play with the ball in her hands. So you can really mix and match that combination a lot. and fill in around it very easily. And just like with Paige last year, there was a lot of people saying you would take Dominic Malonga. Look, I mean, it is a business also. And that doesn't mean you make a decision that hurts your basketball team. That doesn't mean you reach because Johnny Manziel is Johnny Football, right? Or whoever the case may be, because somebody has endorsement deals or a level of star power and notoriety or celebrity, you don't go out of your way to draft them over a more talented player. And if Victor Wembanyama, is there at number 1, yeah, I haven't seen from the clips of Fam, and maybe I'll be wrong, her being so far and away above everybody else or so freakishly talented relative to everybody else. And when I look at the mock draft, like ESPN's latest mock draft, let's pull that up right here. I mean, I don't see anybody on it that clear in a way. I see Betts is very good, but she's limited in what she can do with the basketball. Miles, I don't think has the scoring potential that Fudd has. I mean, to me, it's Fudd. I would take her number 1, whether I'm the Dallas Wings or not. I guess wipe away everything I just said, right? Like forgetting the Wings, I would take Azzi Fudd if I had the number 1 pick, no matter who I was, most likely. Things can change between now and then, and maybe the video looks dumb and it ages poorly. That's happened before. I've had takes that age poorly before. But having seen what she's already done at UConn, knowing obviously the connection that was referenced there with the Wings, knowing where the sport is headed, and knowing you're probably not going to get too many opportunities, you would hope if you're Dallas, to pick number 1 again, it makes the most sense to me. It makes the most sense to me. I think, she fits in anywhere. Azzi Fudd's game fits in anywhere, and I do think she's starting to unlock her ceiling a little bit. You just look at her numbers. I know that we're in the part of the schedule where nobody plays anybody in college basketball, though UConn did just play Michigan. But Azzi Fudd so far on the season, 20.4 points. She's shooting 47% from the floor, 50% from 3, getting a few rebounds, getting a few assists, couple of steals. She's filling out the rest of the box score. But what she does as an elite level is shoot the basketball. And that doesn't matter what team you're playing for, what uniform you got, college, pros, whatever. That ain't going to change. That's the constant with Azzi Fudd. And that's why I think ultimately, forgetting the page, forgetting everything else, why the Dallas Wings would be wise to take her at number 1 overall when the WNBA draft does roll around.